Have you ever felt deceived by someone you trusted? Maybe they seemed sincere, spoke with confidence, and made you believe they were one thing only for their actions to prove otherwise. One moment you trust them. The next, you realize you never really knew them at all. We live in a world where people are often judged by how they present themselves. Social media, polished resumes, and smooth conversations create an illusion of character. The truth is, character is not about what people say. It is about what they do, especially when no one is watching. So how do we really know who someone is? The Stoics believe that a person's true nature is revealed in moments of choice. Not in their grand statements, not in their outward charm, but in the way they behave in everyday situations. Today we will explore two simple but powerful ways to see a person's true character. If you pay attention to these, you will understand people more deeply. You will recognize who is genuine, who is trustworthy, and who only plays a role. More importantly, you may discover something about yourself along the way. We all want to trust the people around us, but how can we tell who is truly genuine? That is exactly what we are about to explore. Before we begin, if you find this video helpful, consider giving it a like. It helps bring these insights to more people. And if you are new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Also, let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Type 1 below. If not, type 0 and tell me how I can improve future content. Now, let's begin. What you are about to learn might change how you see the people around you. It might even change how you see yourself. These are the two tests of character. First, test how someone treats those who cannot do anything for them. If you want to see a person's true character, watch how they treat those who hold no power over them. It is easy to be kind to a boss, a potential business partner, or someone we admire. But what about the waiter, the janitor, or the delivery worker? These small interactions often reveal more about a person than any words ever could. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that status, wealth, and charm mean nothing if a person lacks virtue. He reminded us that it is not what happens to us that defines us, but how we respond. And how we treat others, especially those who cannot offer us anything in return, is one of the clearest reflections of our character. Picture this: a crowded restaurant, filled with conversation and the clinking of silverware. A young server, visibly exhausted, rushes from table to table. At one table, Alex offers a reassuring smile and says, "Take your time, I know you're busy." The server exhales in relief. A few tables away, Jamie groans, folds his arms, and mutters loudly, "Unbelievable." How hard is it to get an order right? The server's face stiffens, but he says nothing. Neither Alex nor Jamie knows they are being watched. But in that moment, their true nature is revealed not by their words, but by their actions. Who would you rather trust? Who would you want as a friend, a leader, or a partner? The answer is obvious. Respect, kindness, and patience, especially when there is nothing to gain, reveal true character. Psychologists say that how a person treats those in service roles is often a reflection of their own inner world. Those who belittle others may struggle with insecurity. They need to assert dominance to feel important. Meanwhile, those who treat everyone with dignity tend to be more emotionally stable and confident in themselves. Marcus Aurelius understood this well. Despite being emperor, he treated even the lowest-ranking soldiers with respect. He believed that we are all connected, writing, "What injures the hive injures the bee." How we treat others is not just a reflection of them. It is a reflection of us. Pay attention to these small moments. They will tell you more about a person than any speech, social media post, or impressive title ever could. Second, test whether they keep their promises. A person's word is one of the strongest reflections of their integrity. When someone makes a promise, no matter how small, it is not just a casual statement. It is a commitment, a silent agreement that their words have meaning. But not everyone treats promises with the same level of respect. The Stoics believe that a person's actions should align with their words. Seneca once said, "A promise is a debt unpaid. If someone consistently breaks their promises, they reveal something important: their words cannot be trusted." It does not matter how persuasive they sound or how much they try to justify their actions. What matters is whether they follow through. Imagine you have a friend who promises to help you move into a new apartment. You plan everything based on their assurance, but on the day of the move they cancel with a vague excuse. Now compare this with another friend who not only shows up but also brings extra supplies to make the job easier. It is not just about inconvenience, it is about trust. When someone keeps their promises even when it is difficult, they send a clear message: I value you and my word matters. But when someone consistently fails to follow through, their words lose meaning. Over time, relationships built on broken promises weaken and trust disappears. Psychologists say that breaking promises is not just damaging to others, it also affects the person doing it. Each broken commitment weakens their self-respect. It sends a subconscious message that they cannot rely on their own word. On the other hand, people who honor their commitments build confidence, discipline, and stronger connections with others. The true test of integrity is not when things are easy, but when they become inconvenient. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes obstacles get in the way of fulfilling a promise. But what a person does in those moments reveals their character. Do they take responsibility, communicate honestly, and try to make things right? Or do they make excuses and hope no one will notice? Marcus Aurelius lived by a simple rule: waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Keeping a promise is not just about proving something to others. It is about proving to yourself that your word matters. Pay attention to how someone handles their commitments. Do they follow through on their word, even when no one is watching? Do they honor small promises, or do they only act when there is something to gain? These questions will reveal the truth about who they really are. Resolution: applying this in our own lives. Now you know the two simplest yet most revealing tests of character. How someone treats those who can do nothing for them. Whether they keep their word even when it is inconvenient. These are not things people can fake forever. Sooner or later, their actions will expose the truth. But here is the real challenge when you look in the mirror. Do you like the person looking back at you? If not, what small choices can you start making today to become the person you admire? But before we judge others, we must ask ourselves, how do we measure up? Do we show kindness and respect to people, even when there is nothing to gain? Do we keep our promises not just to others, but also to ourselves? It is easy to expect integrity from those around us, but real growth begins when we hold ourselves to the same standard. Every day, life gives us countless small choices. A moment to say thank you. A chance to honor our word, even when it is inconvenient. These moments define who we are far more than any title, achievement, or outward success ever could. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The strength of character is within our control. The choice to be someone who acts with integrity is made in small moments every single day. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to Stoic Story. Here we explore timeless wisdom to help you live with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Let us continue this journey together.